everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is another build video which was inspired by a lovely comment that was left on my every room is a different colour video, and they were saying how much they absolutely loved the pink laundry room and asked if I would do a whole house inspired by that. But then they commented saying that actually never mind, the goth black living room had their heart, and I was just so happy to receive these comments. I love it when you guys comment on my videos, it just makes me feel so happy. So I thought I would take some inspiration from that comment, and I have made two townhouses, one pink and one black. And I have already done the shell of the outside of the house because it takes me so long to decide on doors and windows and layouts. But I thought we would come back and furnish them together. So enjoy the speed build and I will see you ready for furnishing. And we're back. So I built this on the Hillside Highlands lot in Newcrest. And we will pop back into the game and we will furnish the houses. I'm so excited. Between the speed build and now, I did do the floor plans because no one wants to see anyone struggling with a floor plan. And I don't know which one I want to start with. Maybe we'll start with the pink house. Yeah, we'll start with the pink house. So for the flooring, I was thinking of doing this sort of herringbone sort of style and maybe in the light wood might be nice. I will change the color of the stairs. So I was thinking that this would be a bathroom but with a laundry, and then this would be the kitchen and dining, and then this would be the lounge. And then upstairs we have maybe an office or a second bedroom. No, this was going to be a small office, a bedroom, a bathroom, and then the main bedroom. And I think we will start downstairs in the laundry. And I was going to put a door, I think, from the laundry, from the main hallway. And I think I'll match it to the stairs like that. And I didn't want it to be the same as the one I did in my last build. So I'm going to try and find something that's a little bit different, but still pink. Like maybe this subway tile. This feels very laundry to me. But I don't know if the subway tile on the bottom just doesn't feel quite right. This sort of comes in a pink colour, but I wouldn't say it's pink pink. I do love this one, but I feel like it's not the right pink. I don't know what to do. I might go with this. I might just commit and go with that. And we do have pink laundry stuff, and I was thinking of putting it that way, and then we can put a tiny basket right there next to the laundry. And I thought maybe if the Sims that live here have a dog, then maybe we could put a bathtub downstairs and then have a shower upstairs. Maybe not one like that. That is pink. That is perfect. And then I think we can get a toilet and a sink, although might be a bit of a squeeze. I don't want to go all out ridiculous. I want it to still be usable, but I think that having a few things that are really fun. Might turn this around and then put the bath like this. I think that's better. And then we can put the toilet here. I want more of a sink that does look like a laundry sink though. I don't think I want to go all out on the... Like this one feels very laundry to me. And I do love this sink, but I feel like I use that sink a lot. Maybe this one is fine. This feels more laundry room. Or does it just look too school bathroom? Maybe I will go with this. I've never used this sink before and it's really speaking to me. And I like that it has stuff underneath, so I think that might be fine. And we can put some loo roll in here and then a bath mat. I always forget to do lights every time. So maybe a nice rug in here. But what else do we need? A light. We do have medium wall height, so can we get away with using that? Yeah, that looks so cool. We can put a painting in here. Like I said, not everything has to be pink. I'm just trying to kind of really go for the pink aesthetic, but not everything in this room has to be pink. But that looks perfect. That looks so cool in here. I love that painting. Okay, well that's our pink laundry room. Then I think we'll move to this really tiny basic hallway. And I think I just want to go for something clean and fresh, or do we go for something a bit more funky? I would like all the wallpapers to be pink, but apart from that, I'm pretty flexible. But I do like just this plain wallpaper. That is pink pink. But I am tempted to go with this in this room just because it's a smaller space, so it's quite fun to have the bold pattern. And we're definitely not going to be able to get much in here, let's be honest, because it's such a small space. We want this arch in here, not in that colour. I will put it in this colour since that's the colour we've got for the doors. And if we move it over, I think that will look pretty. And then we will put a rug in this door in this room. Maybe this rug. I think I used this rug in my last one, but I think that's okay. And then I want some sort of pink shelf in this room. Possibly that. I'll put that there. Anything else that will fit in that gap? I do love this. I might just go for this. And then I can put a plant on there. Do we have the tiny plant? Everyone's favourite. Probably, but it's might not be under pink. Was that him? There he is. He's so sweet. And then maybe we'll do the phone and keys in the pink swatch. And then obviously we need a light. Honestly, absolutely terrible. Any cool pink lights to go in here? There aren't too many to pick from, but I think I'm leaning towards this one. I quite like the red and the yellow in here. And I think that's probably all we can fit in this room. Maybe we can get some shoes underneath. Yeah, all I can fit under here is some shoes. But also I can get the thermostat and the fire alarm. The burglar alarm on this wall, and then we've put those in here. Do we also want to add light switches just for fun? But like adding light switches could be a fun idea. And we even have them in pink, which I feel like is a crime not to add them in pink. So where do we want to put this one? I feel like maybe here on this wall. And then on this wall, maybe we will squeeze it in there and move this over slightly. Moving on to the kitchen and dining room. I was going to put the kitchen in here, and pink kitchen. I don't even know if I've got any pink kitchen counters, I'll be honest. I do have these, and I think they are pink. So I think I'm going to go with these ones, and we can put 2 corners here. The oven can go in there. No, the oven can go there. We'll put the fridge here, and then if we put this stove here and the fridge in the same colors here, I think that's a lovely little kitchen. And I'll put the tap, just the tap. I'll put the sink here, and I think that's a cute little kitchen. Put some upper cabinets in, like that. There's not going to be a lot of room for clutter, but I think that's okay in here. And for our tile in the kitchen, we could go for this, but it's not quite the right colour, so I'm thinking maybe we can go for more of a beige. Oh, no, this pink. This is perfect in here. Just be warned, I probably will use the same tile in the bathroom. Okay, I'm obsessed with it. The sleek bathroom kit is absolutely everything. And then for the dining room, we can go for something else. We could just go for a pink. We could just go for this pink paint. I feel like this is kind of the right shade of pink, which is the shade we've been going for. So if we go into dining tables and then pick a table that I feel like is the right table. I love the round ones, but I think it's a bit big for in here. I also do like the ones that are a bit higher, the bar heart one. I can't speak. I do like the bar height tables also, but maybe I might just go for this classic table. I love this one. Actually, no, I'm going to go for this one from Businesses and Hobbies, just for a change, but I will put it against the wall. And then what kind of colour do we want to have? I do like this colour. And then what pink chairs do we have to match? Perfectly, we have these ones from Paranormal Stuff. The only other ones I'm tempted are these ones. But there's something about the wood matching in there that I do absolutely love. And a rug to go underneath. Do we use this one? We could turn the table around and then put it in this area, which I think is probably okay. I think they can squeeze past and use both sides. Then do we add more chairs? Well, we don't need more chairs. But it probably looks better with more chairs. But I'm not obsessed with the rug. The problem is this is a cool toned pink and these are more warm toned. But I think that's okay. I think it's alright to mix and match. We just need to be confident and make it work. I do like this rug. I think I'm going to go with this one, and then maybe we can put some sort of mirror. I'm obsessed with doing my own custom mirrors, layering mirrors together. So I might do that in this room. Most people probably won't think that looks very good, but I am obsessed with doing this at the minute. And I might layer up this one more time and then put a shelf underneath that we can put maybe a candle or something under there. That one's almost right. If we lift this up, might even layer it like this. Like that, I think that looks really cool. And then we can put some sort of plant on there. I've already used my favorite one, so now we're out of those. Maybe this one. I love this plant, but it's really annoying because it doesn't seem to slot to anything. Maybe a lamp? No, not a lamp. Maybe a candle. That goes up on there. Maybe I'll change it to a different color. And we can get a nice centerpiece for the table. I would very much like to use these ones, I think. Brings over the cool toned pink, I think, from the other room. And I don't know if I'm gonna put any bar stools. I think there's just too many chairs in this room. I could change these to regular cabinets just for some more space. We could even put the sink over here. Maybe that's a weird place to put it. I quite like it there. We could get this over the kitchen, which would be very cool. We can get rid of this light in here and then get a nice chandelier for over the dining table, and we can finally use the one maybe that I have been eyeing up. That does look really cool in here, actually. I don't know whether just to have one of those lights, just to brighten it up a little bit more. I think that looks really cool. This is not even centered though, is it? Okay, I've centered that now within the room, but now the walls feel empty. Maybe we can get some artwork in here. Maybe the ones from Modern Luxe. These ones? I mean, that is pink. Maybe those. Maybe we go with this one. And then maybe just a big painting. Maybe we can do the ones from Eco Lifestyle, since I definitely know that those ones are Eco Lifestyle. And now I just gotta find them. These, we can do these in this room on the floor. That will look really cool. Which one do we want to pick? This one I think is beautiful. Maybe I'll go with this. I think that might look really pretty in here. Still this wall though. Maybe we do an accent wall and then we don't have to do some sort of design because it's already got a pattern on it. How about we just go reptile wall? Would it be wrong of me to say that I do not hate how that looks? Probably. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm so disappointed in myself. I might just find something to put on the wall. Some sort of wall decoration. What can we do? I will put the light switches in here though. That is not enough to do the whole wall. This is a really beautiful fan. I never use it, but it's so pretty. This is impossible. I have no idea what I want to put on this wall. Give me something. The phone. Fountain. No. This. No. What about the pink plant wall? What if we put these here? And put the pink plant walls. That's an idea. Okay, it's a bit over the top, but I like it. I actually love it. And then I'll put a lamp in here. I'm saving my favourite lamp, unless I do the patterned one in this room and put the plain one in the living room. Where am I going to put the bin? Is there a pink bin? Oh, yeah, loads. Well, we have to have the cow one. I'll just put it here. It can just hide behind the kitchen counter. And that is our pink kitchen done. Pink kitchen, pink dining room. Alright, see, I've already put a light in here, so we're already halfway there. I'll just put some lights in here again like last time. I don't know if I want a fireplace in here. Do we want a pink fireplace? Is that ugly? Possibly. Maybe I'll just go for the same colour as the floor. Keep it neutral. But then if we're going to do that, I want my favourite one. And then a pink sofa. I think I'll go with this from high school years, and it means I don't then have to cushion it myself. And then we can just give them some chairs, just some singular chairs. I might put not them. I might put these in. I do love these, but I've used them in every build for the past few builds. I might go for these, and we'll get a nice rug in here. I can finally do the fluffy rug that I've been wanting to do, and I think I'll go for this one. Maybe not though, it feels very cramped in here. Maybe this rug isn't the right shape. I'm tempted by this rug actually. I like the different colours in it. The blue is kind of on here. I know it doesn't quite go, but maybe I won't put that by the window. Maybe I'll move that forward and then we can have curtains in here. I might use the table from Tiny Living because then I can do the nestle tables like this, and that looks nice in here. I probably should give this room some wallpaper, so let's decide what kind of walls we want to do in here. I'm very tempted to use this, but I feel like it's a lot. What if we did this in this room and then did this wallpaper in here? There is a lot going on in here. Okay, we'll give her a TV, and that can have a nice pink pattern on it. I love the patterns on this TV, but they're so specific to the seasons, obviously, that I just find them so hard to use. And I thought maybe over here we could do some sort of hobby or activity, or maybe put a desk, but then I'm gonna have an office upstairs. But we could do bookshelves up here. Never forget to put bookshelves. Do we have pink ones? Well, it has to be this, doesn't it? I think it has to be. I think it's the rules. I'll put a candle on that table. There we are. And then we can move. Oh, where's it gone? Hello? We can put a plant in the corner. Do we put the easel in here? I might put that up in her office, but it's a very small room. We could do this as a maybe we'll do this as a painting room. This can be her studio. I might move the poof into this corner. And then maybe a little dog bed, because I imagine the person who lives here has a dog. And I think that that would be a perfect place for a dog bed. We can put some art on this wall maybe. I've decided to go with this. I think that matches their wall pretty well. What else can we get anything else in here? I think that we are pretty much done. I could move the plant and put the plant here and then get a side table, which might be better in here. And we can maybe put some music in this room. I think that would be nice. Can we put that on this shelf? Yeah, we can. I might do that in cream just to mix it up a little bit. And we could get an open book, get that in pink, and maybe a little lamp for the table. Not a candle, a lamp. This one comes in pink. And it's cute and sweet. Okay, well, I think that's probably all we're going to get in the living room. I'm now going to delete the lights and put something else in here. But what? I do love the lamp in here, so that is a bonus. It might not be pink, though, in here. I feel like this kind might be nice in here, but I use that all the time. How about we just full-on disco ball in here? I think I'll just go with this. I know it's quite low down. low down. I know it's... Oh, no, never mind. Sod that light. We can do this one. If they can sit down. I find this light is very temperamental with where people can sit, but I think that that one will be okay unless we go for the shorter one. I will do the longer one and I will play test it, and if it doesn't work, then I will change it. And that is our living room done. This is the whole downstairs. This is the pinkest... This is the pinkest place I've ever seen. This is more pink than when I did the Not So Berry challenge and we got to the pink gen. I don't even think their room was this pink, but I love it. And if we head upstairs, I'm gonna carry on the same paper just up into the hallway, and I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm going to just borrow the doors, and we want a door into here. This is the bathroom and then the office, and I'm going to try and squeeze the door for this as far over this way as I can so that we can fit as much as we can into the bathroom. For the bedroom, do I just go full on pink? I'm very interested in using the stucco. No. Well, no, again, what am I talking about? We can use this. Should we use that down here? We can use that up here. And for their art room, I might just go for a plain pink in this art room. And then for the office, I might go for a wallpaper. And obviously, I mean, I don't think there's any other option. For the bathroom, we have to use the pink tile, both floor and walls. It has to be done, in my opinion. And I think that I will start with the bathroom because I believe that that is going to be the easiest and the quickest room in this house to furnish. So we will go into bathroom, and I think I will just filter for now by the sleek bathroom kit because that is what's going in here, whether we like it or not. There's quite the variety of different pink shades going on, I am aware, but we just have to deal with it, I think. Hide the toilet. No one wants to see the toilet. Shower. We can do the shower like this with the paneling that you can never find, and I think I want to do the fluted glass. We're gonna get rid of this light. We can put this light in. And just a reminder to save. I have not saved once. And my iced coffee is melted. Disaster. I might not do the pink mat. I might give them a cream mat in here. I think the pink mat is a little bit much. Shocking, I know. And we can have the olive tree in this bathroom, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just pop that there. And then maybe we can get a shelf in here. If we squish this shelf in, then maybe we can get this going here. Yes. We can get this on there. We can get the hanging plant. And I think that that looks pretty nice in there. And then I'm going to give them a new rug because I hate the bath mat in there. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Everything looks a bit grubby in this room. Maybe it needs a light above the toilet to stop looking so grubby. Can we try again with this rug? Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. I think that looks nice. It's a shame the bathrooms don't have windows, but could we add a window? Do we have tiny windows in pink? That's the question, isn't it? What if we just went in with this? Or if we did double? Is it the end of the world if there's one window there? I think the one window is fine, and then I can add another window here. That one... I think that one could work. What's this one like? I do like this one a lot. How does that look from the inside? Yeah, I like that one. It looks like it can open. Alright, so we've done the bathroom in there. What room shall we do next? Should we do the bedroom? Yeah, let's do the bedroom. And we want to get some nice curtains in here. Because this is the room of sleep, so you do actually want curtains in here. Not in black, funnily enough. We would like them in pink. And what kind? I really want to use these, but I just don't know if it's too much. Can it be too much though? Look at the rest of it. And we want to connect them together. And we have to pick the perfect pink bed. And there's so many beautiful ones. And do we just go all out pink princess bed? Or this bed? Or my favourite bed in the whole game. I love that bed so much. But I don't want to use... I might go wild and change that in here. And then change the wallpaper in this room. And we can put a lovely rug. Do we want to go darker in here? I might go for this colour. And I know it's a bit moody in here now. But maybe that's what we want. You want your bedroom to be a bit more relaxing. Not so much as a punch in the face as the rest of the house. And I think that that is what we're going to go for. I don't even know if I want it here though. We put it against this wall instead and give us a bit more room. That is probably better because I can put a beautiful mirror there. And do I go for my favourite mirror or do I go for my other favourite mirror? Oh, that one's looks so beautiful, but I kind of want this one. Dear The Sims 4, please make more of these. Even if it's the same, but bigger. I wouldn't care. I just want more of that mirror. And I would like to put an ottoman in here on the end of the bed. That feels very her. Do we go, we've got this one, or we've got this one. This one is the right color. Do we do a vanity in here? This feels like the room where there would be a vanity. I have never seen this swatch before in my whole life. Or, no, sod everything. Sod all of that. We're not doing it. I'm gonna do a dress hanger thing. I don't know what that is under. Displays. Haha. And then we can do clothes in here. And I think that that is way cuter. And we can do the new stuff from businesses and hobbies. And I think that that would be perfect. And I will put in a vanity. And I'll get her a lovely chair for this room. Let's have a look at the kind of the officey chairs. My favorite office chair they've done is the one from Life and Death. But I very highly doubt that they do that in a pink. But do we just do it in this white color because I love it? They have this in pink, but this looks more luxurious as well as a thingy chair, as well as an office chair. Or do I use the chair I wanted to use downstairs up here? Maybe we'll do that. I'll get some lights around this, but maybe a nice plant in here will do in this space. Maybe we can use this in here because we got rid of it in the bathroom. Maybe the olive plant will look, the olive tree will look nice in there. We have this kind of light, which I do like a lot. And I might even do them above the side tables on the bed. Again, this room has no light. What do we do in here? I might go for this one. I then want to put some sort of pink picture up above the bed, but this seems to be so hard to find. I don't think the Life and Death has anything in pink. Or maybe this one? This might be perfect. I love this. I might go for this one and this one. Like that. And then what are we going to do on the bedside tables? Maybe a book. We need to put this here, so we can put that on the vanity, and then maybe I'll get her a book upstairs. Why doesn't that go on there? Why wouldn't that go on there without move objects? It's so weird. And maybe a plant on this table. And maybe a water bottle. Maybe the boba bottle, the boba cup that comes in little Simsies kit. The comfy gamer kit. That came with this cute little boba cup. That might be a nice little addition there. And then do we want something on this wall? I'm finding it very difficult to find paintings that are in pink. I know I said not everything has to be pink, but apparently I've decided that it does. How about this? Maybe we can put this here. And the dresser. I could filter by pink, but I don't trust it to give me all the pink options. What if we just went with that giant painting in here? I think that looks pretty. Okay, I'll move on to the office now, and then I will do the art studio last and the back garden. And we would like a pink desk. Either that one, or we have this one. There's this one, which I think is so beautiful. I might do this one in here with a pink office chair. I might use the same one that she has in her bedroom, and I will give her a computer. Maybe a pink typewriter might be cute in here. Oh, this is such a lovely little room. And a rug. And there's not much else that can go in this office. I will give it a hanging light, a big light. I'm very much enjoying using that one. Do we do this one in here? We do have that one downstairs. There's the chandelier. Maybe I will do the chandelier in this room in pink. What if we did the chandelier in here and then moved this upstairs? And I think that's all I'm going to do in the office. Maybe I'll give her a cork board. She can do postcards and things like that. And I think that's probably all I'm going to put in here. It's quite a small room, but I think it's cozy. And finally, her art studio. It needs to have good lighting, so I might just do this lighting in here, or I might do these ones and do two. And we need an easel. I don't think there's any pink easels, but I can always have a look. No. I want to give her a nice one. I might give her this one. And instead of a proper rug, I think I'm just going to do these newspapers as if she's laid them down so that she doesn't get paint everywhere, which I think looks pretty cool. And I might get her a little table. Maybe she's painting that. I'm not sure. And I probably will get her a lamp in here. And we want some canvases. We can put this in here. There's these ones. We have these ones that we had downstairs. And I want the ones from Parenthood. I thought they were high school years, but maybe not. I might put this in here and size it down. And what else can we have in this room? I really want those canvases. I'm gonna look up and see where I can find them. Maybe it is base game and not a pack, which I thought it was. There, I knew it was somewhere. Just couldn't find it. And I think that is probably all I want to do in this room. I mean, she just does painting and art and things in here, and I don't want to clutter her room up too much, but I will look up art just in case. I might put this on the wall as if she's painted it. So this is her art studio. I need to find somewhere. Maybe I'll put a dog bed in here as well and go back downstairs and put a bowl in the kitchen and a pet toy box in the office. So I'll just put this in here as if the dog comes in and sits with her. And we've got the pet bowl, and I'll get a toy box, just a white one, and that can just squish in here. And then I'll just get a few toys. And I think that is perfect for her downstairs. Oh, I was meant to do a rug. Got distracted. Okay, that is the interior, so we'll just quickly go through it. So this is the downstairs, the entryway, and the laundry / downstairs bathroom. And then this is the kitchen and dining area. We changed out the light for this lovely chandelier, which I think looks really cool. And then this is the living room. Very simple, very plain in here, but I think I like that about it. And then if we go upstairs, this is the bedroom and the bathroom. And we have a little office and her art studio. And then if we head on down here and we head on outside, maybe she has a hot tub. Let's just have a look. Outdoor activities. They don't have a pink one. Well, they do. This monstrosity. But maybe this will look nice in her garden. Maybe that is the right call for in here. I never thought I'd say it, but maybe it is. Let's just look and see what the outdoor activities are in pink. I feel like that they have little pink floaties, but I feel like she's more likely going to want a hot tub than a swimming pool. Might gravel her whole back garden. Too much out here? Do we have a terrain tool? There is this one from Cottage Living, and it might look like it's a bit much, but we are trying to get into the spirit of doing a pink garden. And if I erase it from here, then we can have a little garden bit there. That's not too bad. Kind of fun. I don't think there's anything else pink here. But then what do we want to do in the garden? Where is my favorite? I don't have my favorite in here. Here it is. Well, I might put this here and give the matching dining chairs. Here they are. I don't think I want to give her a barbecue or anything. I don't think she needs it, but maybe just a small one. And we could just fill in this whole thing. Maybe I will. This tree is really annoying. Maybe I'll move it forward just a little, and then I will erase this bit. These are the cosmic astronauts in this pink color. And I think they look nice there, and I will just put a fence around the edge. And I think that is a nice little outside, and I will just pick out the outdoor light that we had and put that outside. And I think I will get another trellis out here, so I'll just pick that one off from there, and I might get a taller one and just pop them there like that. And that is the outside of the pink house, and I will give you, where is the thing gone from up here? It's so annoying. I just deleted my wallpaper. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. And that is the pink house finished. This is it in all the different times of day. I think this might be my favorite, the evening light. I'll give you a quick tour. So this is what it looks like from the outside. And if we go through the front door, this is the entryway, and this is our laundry and bathroom area. This is the kitchen and dining room. There is so much going on in this dining room, but I kind of love it. And then if we go through here, this is our living room. I feel like that light is going to be an issue, but I'll check it before I upload this to the gallery. And then if we go upstairs, this is the bedroom. I love this room actually. I know it's so pink, but I love it. And this is the bathroom. I'm so glad we added these windows here. Look at that light coming through. This is the worst tour ever. I'm so sorry. This is the office, small and cozy. And then finally the art studio, which is actually really cool. I love how expressive it is in here. And that is the end of this video. I was going to do both of them, but this video is hours long. So I will do the goth black house in a part 2. And if you guys like this video, then please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!